3, 2, 1.
Hey, Jason Schultz here with the Beer Money Pulling Team. Travis Schlabach. Saturday afternoon of the 2023 Pullers Championship in Nashville, Illinois. Travis was our winner last night. He's also back-to-back 2 years in a row defending Grand National Diesel Superstock champion. With this event, Travis, Diesel Supers, we don't see him at every pull. And the fans don't get to see him enough, and we were joking, honest to God, in January, we had 15 guys that wanted to come to this event. And we literally said, oh, we don't have spaces for you. And I think we ended up with 7 last night.
Yeah, with 6 or 7 last night. So,
but when the fans see a Diesel Super like Travis, it's just, and I love a Pro Stock, don't get me wrong, I do. And it's by far probably one of the most popular classes. But people haven't seen Diesel Supers run in a while. Like, how many actual in events, not, don't count 2 nights,
right.
Count Chapel Hill as a weekend.
Yep.
How many times do we get to see big Grand National type level Diesel Supers a year?
But we're going to run 9 to 10 events this year. That's usually a big, counting the Pullers Championship, which we're at right now, that's probably going to be our 10th event for the year. We are, as the promoters say, the Greg Randalls of NTPA, the Outlaws group, the Diesel Supers are still one of the most asked for classes. Yep. And I'm glad that we can support that. It takes a lot, but there is hope in the end of the tunnel. There's some more coming out. Yep. We got some guys that were on the region level that have said, hey, we might step up and come play with the Grand Nationals. So it's awesome. Anybody's got a chance to win. And for the person that thinks that, I'll never have a chance to win, that's what they told me 10 years ago, that I would be able to go run, but I would never be able to compete. And we've just kept going and going. You look at last year, Hutchinson, Minnesota, Rackner's guys come in and beat all us Grand Nationals. Dig and Hart boys beat us down there in Toma, Wisconsin. Them regional tractors can do it. They can come play with us too. So it's just matching up your power to the track, but it's still a fun ride.
So I was walking over to your trailer and I said to Jerry, where's my hero? He goes, he left because Doug Meisinger left. So I said, no, Trav's still my hero. Doug's just building my tractor. So
yeah, and I feel bad for Doug. Yeah. He had a little unfortunate luck last night, but that's just the name of the game. I mean, they're time bombs under the hood. Yep. That's what they are. And we only get to test right here on the track. So, but I told Doug last night, we're not giving up. Me and him will battle it out again next year at the Pullers Championship.
Absolutely. What do you like about this event? Just the Pullers Championship in general.
Well, I think it's just the whole concept that it's something different from us. It brings us, the Outlaws, the PPL people together to run against, which typically we only see at Louisville.
Yep.
One heck of a facility. You got to give Brad Holzhauser his due here. You've got the facility to take care of this event, and that's what it does. You guys done an excellent job of getting your sponsors, and then with us getting the payback. It's not always about the money, but it sure helps.
Yeah, so we're guaranteeing $5 grand to win. We're going to do the drivers meeting, and then it could be more based upon once we count all the money and the live stream and stuff like that. With the weather, so I looked at the crowd. So Friday night this year was about the same as Saturday night last year.
Yep.
I was disappointed at the crowd last year, period. But there was a chance of rain, and last night there was a chance of rain, but we still had a pretty damn good crowd.
Yeah, I stood there last night and said, man, the crowd looks good. I mean, I think you guys have done the second year. You're better off, and you got the newness wore out. People then might have heard it and said, hey, yeah, we want to look at this, we want to do this. So, I feel bad. We've lost a couple 3 in our class for tonight, so I feel bad for the fans that we're not going to have the show, but we're going to be out there. We're ready to go. We worked on it here today and did some maintenance, found a couple little hiccups last night that we had failures. And
so this was a brand new setup since Louisville, right?
Brand new setup, since Louisville, So last night was the first run on that motor. And everything looked good, computer looked good, data looked good. You put, of course, a data system on there, you get all the information that you ever need.
Yeah, it's been neat seeing Cody in your trailer. And I had him on my 4-1 last year. Saw him in Doug's trailer last night. And they showed me the actual moment when that turbo failed on Doug's tractor and what it did.
Yeah, years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, we were trying a whole new turbo setup, and I was having trouble with that. If I wouldn't have had great data, I couldn't have relayed that information back to Hypermax that was building the turbos. I had excellent data to give them, to have them find the weak link. And so that was what sold me on data acquisition. So
Awesome. So last night your run, you're kind of towards the back of the class. I think we had 7 of them.
Yep.
So, Doug was first hooked, kind of fell on his face. He was hooked and going. And and then it fell down, and then it was good. I'm glad he tried to come back at least.
Yep.
And then we saw Payne lay a nice one out there. Good, beautiful Ken Payne, super rooster type of a pass.
Yeah, I told Sandy when Ken took off, Sandy come by, said that'll be tough to beat right there. Ken had a very nice run, and he's just like us. That's a brand new motor since the truck show. He had unfortunate failures down there. He's got a different set of tires. So we're all trying something, but we can't, I don't want to get out of my comfort zone, on these tires on this tractor are 10, 12, we're I think on our 12th season on these tires, which is unheard of.
Yeah, it is.
And we're just,
most pullers don't have the patience.
no, I don't either. And I'm scared, and Mark Korth does my tires with K3 Tire, and he says, I don't know what to give you because yours are still working. So we're going to run them. It's the running joke is we're going to have a funeral for them when we, get rid of them.
Can we come?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to video.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Bill Diggenhart's still keeping the ones. He wants to buy them every day he sees me, so they're not for sale yet.
Okay.
So
good deal.
But yeah, they're working, so we'll just keep going.
Well, so it's a point system like we're doing like BG, Bowling Green. If you get, we got 1 point last night. Obviously, if you get a first night, it's yours. Do you know where you're at in the class tonight?
I'm first hook.
Okay.
So me and Rooster, we talked earlier this morning, and a lot of times last year, me and Rooster like to flip flop of who's winning. He'll let me win one night, and then I let him win the other night.
Like sandwich?
Yes.
You're gonna go out of bounds?
No.
Okay, don't.
But I'm telling him that tonight we're not playing fair in the sandbox because they got that rule. Whoever wins. See, if he got second last night and I got first.
Yeah. But Saturday night's winner takes it.
Right. Yeah. So I'm not going to play well in his sandbox.
Yeah. Diesel Supers are third class on the grandstand side tonight.
Right. So, So we are what it is. It is what it is. It's pulling. So some people, was the track the best last night? Absolutely not.
Right.
But I'll give the track crew their due. They didn't know about the weather, and I feel they did the right thing. They kept it covered.
Yeah, Thursday they opened it. It was really wet.
Yep.
And then we were watching the forecast and got it covered back up. And then there was a legitimate chance of rain at start time last night, Trav. And we didn't pull the starts off till an hour before.
Well, yeah, we were sitting there 3 to go and started sprinkling on me. I'm like, oh no, let me go. I want to go. And so it's amazing. We don't want to put a lot of runs on the motor, but we need to get some runs on before we head into Hutchinson, Minnesota for our first Grand National.
Well, you've been one of our biggest supporters, and having your name and your, what's the word? Clout? Is that a good word? Clout? No, seriously, a Grand National Puller support our event. It was a big deal when we lost Norton, and I'm not saying Simon's a bigger name than Norton, but he is.
Right.
And when Brandon brought the mod, now we picked up the mod because we lost Shannon Leishner. See, a lot of people, I think they think we just fan vote this whole thing.
Right.
Because I saw some stuff on social media. Why isn't the Badger State champion there? Well, because Blaine Stamp said I can't go. I'm going to be farming.
Right.
So then we go to the fan vote. So I really want people to understand that.
Yeah, and it's hard. You got to do that, and just it gets to the end, just get in.
Got to fill it up.
Fill it up, and you guys are here to put a show on it.
Yep.
And that's something that sometimes us pullers forget. That sled operator here is to put a show on. We're just paid actors.
Yeah.
We're performers, and we're here to do the best thing for the sled, to put the show on for the fans. And you as a promoter, you're there to put a show on for the fans is what you sold them an option. So I know we struggle with that, but kudos to the track crew and all of that, Holzhauser's, and even all your prescriptive planning and all of that, your loose agency for throwing money into all that little bit helps. And diesel fuel's $3-4 a gallon.
Yep.
On the way in, I stopped out here at the fuel station and dumped $400 in diesel fuel in the truck to get here. So it all goes around full circle, but we sure appreciate it. So
well, hey, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you for supporting our event, and I hope you have another great season out on the Grand National Circuit.
We'll have our work cut out for us, but we'll give it all.
And it opens up
Hutchinson, Minnesota, and then Toma, Wisconsin. So
guys, if you're out in the pits and you see the beautiful bone twister, stop by Travis, ask for a sniff of Womp Womp juice, and life will be good. So.